Hi, everybody.
Hello, I'm Ryan.
I'm Bethany.
And we are Ryan and Bethany Board Game Reviews.
And today we're going to do something a little different. So do you know how when you go to Board Game Geek, they have this thing called the Board Game Geek New Releases, and they let you know what's coming up in the next couple of months?
I am familiar with that.
Yeah, so we decided it would be fun to kind of talk about 10 of them that we're excited about. So we're going to do that. We're going to talk about, we looked through this whole list. There was a lot more we were excited about, but we just wanted to limit it down to 10 that we were excited about. We're just going to talk about 5, why we're excited about them, and just go from there.
Yeah, I mean, we don't necessarily have known anything about these games. This is all just literally off of first appearances. We might never even play them, but this is the ones that we hope to be able to play at some point.
Yeah, these are the ones that stood out to us.
All right, you're going first.
I am going first. So, the first one I want to talk about is pizza. Like, isn't it? Pizza. Come on. Just that alone. Like,
How has no one ever named a game just pizza before?
Yeah. Pizza. Not pizza with something. Not like just pizza. So this is a kid's game. It's a kid's card drafting game. You're trying to complete orders to these really picky customers with die rolls to determine what toppings you can place. So I just think this looks super cute. I really think that our eldest would enjoy this, and I just think it's fun to have a game called Pizza, where you're just making pizza. And this is being published by Amazoo.
Sure.
Amazoo Games.
All right, so now I want to talk about next. We'll call it number 9, I guess. This is Biblios, QUILL, and PARCHMENT. This is a roll and write version of Biblios. Biblios is kind of, I guess at this point, is a classic game almost. And this is a roll and write version of it from Dr. Finn's Games. Man, every game they put out, it just seems like it has like the perfect weight, right? It's just kind of that light to medium weight. It's really, really perfect time for us. I don't know if we've ever had a game of theirs that was a dud.
Nope.
Everything that Dr. Finn does is just like it's just perfect game. You know, it's nothing flashy, nothing that's gonna just absolutely knock your socks off. But they're always a hit. They're always solid. So I think this one, as far as a roll and write version goes, I think this would be a fun one to try out.
All right, so my next one is, let's see if I can say this right, Umbra. Do you like that? Does that sound good to you?
I think that's as good as we're going to get.
All right, and this is by PANDASAURUS Games, and I'm going to cheat right here. I'm just going to read to you the description they put here, and then talk about that. This is the one that I wanted to read the description. Guide missing pieces of your soul out of the shadows by bidding on building paths. See, here's the thing. I hear that, and I'm thinking, I want to read this book. So if there's a game and I'm interested in the theme behind it because I just want to read the book, of course I'm going to be interested in the game. There isn't a book to this. This is just like me projecting on there. But I think you're like building these paths to bring your soul into a different place, and it just sounds really cool. And the box cover is like really pretty and creepy. It's a pretty creepy. Pretty creepy. Oh my gosh, it's pretty creepy.
Alright, so then my number 7 is kind of a twofer. You've probably heard of escape room games, and there's a series of escape room games called The Exit Line from KOSMOS. We've played a lot of them, and some of them have been really fun, some of them not so much, but there are 2 things coming out in English over the next couple months that are called Exit the Game plus Puzzle. Alright, and so there's 2 of them. One's called The Deserted Lighthouse, and the other one is called The Sacred Temple. And what they are is they're literally jigsaw puzzles that you build. And then somehow, as you build them, or after you build them, I guess, maybe, you study them. It's like this picture that you study them, and you try to get clues. And I think each one has 4 different puzzles that you build, and then like the clues kind of build upon one another as you're putting it all together. And it literally solving a puzzle as you're solving a puzzle. And so I think that's a super interesting idea.
This is like worlds collide.
Right. I have no idea how this is going to work. It's basically essentially just 4 posters, probably, right? But you have to build the posters before you can study them.
Probably.
Yes. Maybe there's more to it than that. Maybe there's like stuff on the other side. I have no idea. I think it's fascinating.
I mean, you all know that person that's a puzzle person, and this is your way to trick them into being a gamer.
I think it's fascinating.
Do it. So my next game is...
Or just have them build the puzzles for you so then you can solve the puzzles.
Where's the fun in that?
Well, maybe you don't like puzzles.
I mean, as long as you guys are together, it's fine.
Sure.
Just do it as an activity together. Bonding. Yeah. Okay, so my next game is Dice Miners, and this is put out by Atlas Games. And I really don't know much about it. I know that you're drafting dice, but the thing that really gets me in this is that you're rolling the dice on this, like, dice mountain thing. I really want to see how this is implemented, how you're drawing these dice or these, how you're drafting these dice and you're, you put them on they call it a unique mounting component. I have no idea, but I'm intrigued. I want to know what this is about. I don't know much about the mechanisms outside of that, but I really do, want to find out.
All right, so my next one is called Lawyer Up. We've been playing a lot of 2-player games over the past, 12 months.
Yeah.
And Lawyer Up is an asynchronous 2-player game. One of this person is playing the prosecuting attorney, one is playing the defense attorney, and you both get a chance to look at some evidence, and then come to, whatever, give your presentation, I guess. The base game kind of comes with 2 different cases, and it sounds like it's not actually like, when I hear that, I hear
2 different games.
2 different games. You play it once and you're done with that one. Play the next one and you're done with that one. But that's not the case. Apparently they're all replayable. It's just 2 different, I guess, themes, I guess. One's like about the mob, maybe, or, what one's about like a murder. Or, I don't really know exactly. But the point is they're able to be replayed. You build arguments by chaining together cards with the same symbols and earning influence. Attorneys then spend their influence to sway the biases of the jury to the side of the argument. I could think that in real life that's not true, but let's be real. It's probably exactly what's happening. All right, so 2-player asynchronous game, Lawyer Up. Sounds pretty interesting.
All right, my next game is called Dive, and this is published by Sit Down! So this is a push your luck game where you are trying to go and retrieve this sacred stone. Basically, you're trying to dive deep underneath the water. But here's the thing, guys. Translucent cards. So sold.
Yeah. Sold. Whatever it is, sold.
The main thing that you're trying to dive in is translucent cards, and you have a dice from what I understand, and you're trying to figure out if there's certain things underneath at certain levels, and just a push your luck trying to go as far as you can. But translucent cards, if you go to the Board Game Geek page on this, the pictures of it just look so cool. Translucent cards.
All right, so my next one is probably the weirdest game on the list, I think, at least. Okay, so let me just read this description. This is Factory 42, okay?
Oh my gosh, I thought you were making a joke when you were talking about that.
No, it's as weird as I said.
Oh my god!
First of all, it's got a cube tower. That was the first thing that I was talking about that was really intriguing. I love cube towers in games. Yeah. But let me just read this. It's a Euro-style board game for 2 to 5 players. The game tells the story of the work week of Marxist dwarves in a steampunk industrial setting. Placing the player is the role of factory overseers. It combines worker placement and a cube tower, yada yada, but it's a cutthroat competitive game with elements of cooperation and deals involving economics and fantasy, industry and negotiation. But yeah, it takes place in the influence from the 1920s Soviet Union propaganda with fantasy literature and elements from the World War I or pre-World War I Prussian decor.
This is this is like Leviathan or something like that. You never read that
I don't know
book.
What that is, but some kind of alternate history with dwarves. Yeah. This is the prelude to a game like Scythe or something like that.
Brad was telling me about this last night about Marxist dwarves, and I thought he was just projecting something into this game, but no, that's actually what it says.
Yeah, it's you can.
Oh my gosh!
These little Russian dwarves.
You are serious?
I'm serious. Super interesting.
Oh my god!
And the cube tower, love it.
Okay, so the last one I'm going to talk about, I don't know if I can top that though. That's just it's really. I honestly thought you were making a joke. Oh my gosh.
No, it's a real thing. And I love it.
So the last one I'm going to talk about is another implementation of a game that we really like. I'm pretty sure it was in my top 50, and that is Lost Cities. And they're coming out with the Lost Cities Roll and Write game. And this is, of course, published by KOSMOS. And I really, really like Lost Cities. I mean, it is smooth, simple, streamlined, and intense all at the same time. And I'm really curious to see how they implement the roll and write. I really like roll and writes, but they are so hit and miss to me. I'm not moderate on them. I either love them or I hate them. There's no really in between. So I'm really hoping this is a love them. And I'm curious to see how they're able to bring lost cities into a roll and write.
All right, so the last one we're going to talk about today is called Cryo. This is from Z-Man Games. The background of it is you're all different, like, I guess, tribes of people or factions of people on this this spaceship that is going to go colonize a planet, right? If something goes wrong, the thing explodes or whatever, you guys have to crash land on some ice planet. So now you land on the planet, and you're trying to survive. So you can't survive on the surface. You're all digging these tunnels underground. You have the underground ice tunnels that you're all making, and you're trying to scavenge what you can from the plane or the ship that crashed. But you're also like fighting each other. You're sending out drones to like do actions for you. To scavenge, build, explore, and lead your faction to victory within this frozen world before the sun sets. So I think that's. It sounds super interesting. You're trying to sabotage each other. It's going to be really interactive with a cool theme behind it. So I just picture like this Hoth style world, you know, this ice planet where you're duking out underground. I don't know. It sounds interesting. And it's the scavenging. I love that kind of like maybe you're digging around and coming up with bits and things. And I don't know. I love it.
Well, guys, those are the 10 games that we are interested in, but we want to hear from you. Are there any games coming out soon that you are interested in? And also, we want to hear from you. Do you like this type of stuff? Do you want us to continue doing this?
Yeah, we did these to the lists before Gen Con every year.
Yeah.
That always goes well, but I mean, like, this is totally new. We just figured try it out.
So, if you like it, let us know. If you don't like it, you should probably also let us know. Just be kind. Be nice to me. And Ryan. Be nice to Ryan, too.
I can take it.
Yeah, but put it in the comments if there's any games that you're looking forward to, if anything we said was new to you, if there's anything that we talked about that you are also interested in, just let us know in the comments below.
Alright guys, thanks for watching. Be sure to subscribe so you can see all our videos as they come out. You can also find us on Facebook. We are Ryan and Bethany Board Game Reviews. We are on Twitter at Ryan and Bethany1. You can find us on Instagram at Ryan and Bethany. We also have a contest going on. If you're watching this shortly after it comes out, we have a contest going until the 11th of March where you can possibly win a copy of Cards Against Humanity Family Edition. So be sure to check out that contest. Go to that video on our Facebook page or on our YouTube channel. Everybody, thanks for watching, and we will see you next time.
Bye.